Hi, this is Tech in Tech, and we are glad to be Tech in Tech. Now, knowledge needed for you to start as a beginner to a pro. Now, let's start. Now, who is a tech or a techie? The term tech or techie is often used as a shortened form of technology or technologist, and it refers to individuals who are passionate about and actively engaged in the field of technology. Techies can encompass various roles, including software developers, engineers, data scientists, IT professionals, and more. So, for a techie, just like the word tech, it comes from technology. It's an individual, so they refer an individual as a techie. So, someone that is passionate about technology, like being a software engineer, data scientist, IT professionals, they are all called techie. Now, let's now go to the aspect of what a software developer or engineer is. Now, who are they? Who are the software developer? Who are the software engineer? I'm sure this is not your first time hearing who software developer or software engineer is. Who are they? Let's see. Now, for a software developer engineer, they are professional who designs, develops, maintains software applications and systems. They involved in entire software development life cycle, which include gathering, coding, testing, deployment, and maintenance. They possess programming skills that are knowledgeable about various programming languages, frameworks, and development methodologies. Don't worry, as we go along, you're still going to understand better what frameworks are, what programming languages are, and also the methodology in development. Now, when we also talk about the software development developers and engineers, we also have the full stack developers. All these ones can work on a wide range of applications, which includes web, mobile, desktop, and embedded systems. Now, let's dig deeper more what the term software developer engineers are. But sometimes, take note of this, software developer and engineer are often used interchangeably, and there's some overlap between the roles. There are also subtle differences that can vary based on the context and company. Now, let's see the distinction. First, let's talk about the software developer, then we'll talk about the engineer. A software developer is primarily focused on the practical aspect of developing software applications because they typically work on specific stacks or modules within a large project. They are often involved in coding, in testing, in debugging, and implementing features based on the requirements and specifications provided to them. They also collaborate with other team members such as software engineers or architects to ensure the application functions are intended. Now let's now look at who software engineer are. Now before going to that aspect, do not forget to subscribe on our channels and also to like. And also leave a comment to whatever aspect you do not understand. Now let's go to who the software engineers are. Now, the software engineer typically involves a broader and more systematic approach to software development because they are responsible for designing, developing, and maintaining software systems or large-scale applications. They have more comprehensive so they are used and so important. We have JavaScript, Python, Java, and C Sharp. We also have SQL, we have PHP, Ruby. But as a full stack developer, I need to take note. Remember, the specific programming languages you need to learn as a full stack developer may vary depending on the project requirements, company preferences, and industry trends. It's important to have a solid foundation in both front-end and back-end development languages to effectively build and maintain web applications. Additionally, staying up to date with emerging technologies and frameworks is crucial in this rapid evolving field to be a full stack developer. Now let's pick some of the aspects. We have the HTML, we have the CSS. Now, remember I said earlier that they are not programming languages themselves. Now, what is not HTML? It is an hypertext markup language, while CSS is cascading style sheet. Both of them are fundamental for web development because HTML is used for structuring web pages, while CSS is used for styling. Now, I want to talk about the JavaScript. It is the most known language because I'm sure you have heard about it. It is important for full stack development. It is used for implementing interactivity and dynamic behavior on the front end. It also has some frameworks which include React, Angular, Vue.js, which are so much important to learn for building modern user interface. Now, when we talk about Python, Java, and C Sharp for backend development, full stack developers commonly use one or more of these languages for them to be effective in that field. Now, those languages like Python, Java, C Sharp, they are simple to learn, especially for Python for its readability While Java is used general purpose language used for building enterprise level applications, especially for the server side, used in Android app applications development. And it also have frameworks like Spring and Hibernate. Now the C Sharp is developed by Microsoft. It's primarily for window application development, game development with Unity, and backend development with .NET framework. Now, remember we talk about the software engineer, software developer. Now, this is full stack developer. We also have for full stack developer, for them to the language is needed apart from JavaScript, Python, Java, CH. We still also have SQL and PHP or Ruby. Now, SQL as a full stack developer, you often work with databases to store and retrieve data. SQL is a structured query language. It's used for managing relational database like MySQL, PostgreSQL, or Microsoft SQL Server. Now, what about the PHP or the Ruby? Although they are not prevalent as other languages, front-end frameworks like React, Angular, and Vue.js, which provide structured and efficient way to build complex web applications. We have responsive web design, which is used in understanding responsive web design principles, which include media queries, flexible grids, and responsive images. And it's essential to ensure website adapts to different devices and screen sizes. We also have web APIs such as DOM, Fetch API, and Web Storage, which allow you to interact with and manipulate web page elements. Also make agile requests and store data locally. You can also build tools and task runners like Webpack and task runner like Gov or Grunt, which helps automate tasks such as code compilation, bundling, minification, and optimization, making the development process more efficient. Now, you have to pick between software engineer, software developer, backend, full stack, frontend. You can go through the videos one more time to understand each of their aspects, especially the parts you feel you might enjoy more, and see the programming languages that might be easier for you to comprehend and to learn. Then you can choose which part to pick. Do not forget that you need to pick one, and as you go on in Tech and Tech, you get to understand better on the part to pick. But do not worry, in Tech and Tech, we tend to teach and explain step after the other on the basics of programming. But first, we are going to start from beginners. Remember, Tech and Tech is from beginners. We want them to understand better, picking each aspect of this programming language. But we are going to start with HTML, although it's not a programming language per se, but we get to understand what HTML and CSS is first. That's what we discuss first in Tech and Tech. And as we go along, if you get to understand what HTML is, you can skip the video to the next video to see the one of aspects you tend to know and better. So do not forget to click on like, do not forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel, and to on your notification that will help to notify you when our videos are being uploaded, so that I can get to understand very effectively each of the programming language that I might find difficult on. And if you already have basic knowledge on those languages that is being explained, if you want to understand better on those aspects that has been touched, you can view our YouTube channel and videos to watch those aspects in which we are going to understand and explain more better for you to understand better on the aspects you are finding difficult. Now, the assignment for this video is find out which aspects you would like to build on, and we can include that on the comment sections so that we can see the aspects you like to build on, probably front-end, back-end, software developer, full stack engineer, and so on, to see the parts you would like to focus more on. Then you can ask questions if you feel free to ask questions.